Welcome to our Soap Pop Insider Fireside Chat. Today we have a very, very special guest. I'm sure you all know he is our Soap Pop Award winner. He won Favorite Days of Our Lives actor, and it's soap star Robert Scott Wilson. He's not here yet, but when he gets here, we'll make sure we all give him our Soap Pop Insider jazz hands to say hello.
What's going on, guys?
On behalf of the Soap Pub team, we're excited to see you here, and thank you so much for joining us. So we wanted to get started right away.
Question. We have seen in a teaser for Days of Our Lives, a holiday moment. Ben is at the Christmas tree, and then Sierra is behind him. What can you say about those two possible scenarios?
Well, in terms of her being back, she's definitely there. She's there with him. And is it more so in his head, possibly? Definitely in his heart. But we'll have to kind of see what happens after that. But she's definitely, she's definitely there for him in his time of need, to say the least. And I think it really sparks the whole, story of just, faith over fear type situation. That's what I was trying to explain before. And, having hope again, having hope. And that's pretty much what she represents in that whole moment.
Nice. That's a great tease. I can't wait to see it. And Laura, did you have some questions?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How do you prepare before each day of work? Like, do you have a routine or a ritual before getting into the camera?
I try to prepare as much as I can on my own at home. I try to do as much, prep work before I get to the studio. But as far as, any rituals of when I get to work, usually I'll grab either a juice or a coffee on my way in, so I get my my energy up. And we go there, we try to rehearse whenever we can. Now with the change of times with COVID and everything, we've been rehearsing just like this over an app called Teams, where we pretty much have to run our scenes over the phone now. So it's taken some getting used to, but I've come to figure it out and accept it for what it is. And that's as much as we can do before we get out there. We move so fast in soaps that, you hope you can get as many rehearsals in as you possibly can, but sometimes you gotta prepare as much as you can on your own.
And did you learn something new during this lockdown?
I was cooking a lot, trying to get my chef skills back up. But no, I think the most important thing I learned from it and took from it was just to appreciate our time with our friends and our family while we have it. Not that I didn't already appreciate it before, but this made it even more so because it was like these, stipulations of being able to travel and whatnot, and, have the opportunity to go back to Boston and see my friends and family, and just to really appreciate the time with people. I think that's probably what I learned from it the most.
Yeah, me too. And,
what did you learn?
Well, I moved cities and I learned
Where did you move to?
And bake. I live in Mexico. I used to live in Mexico City, and now I live in Yucatan. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful, though.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
I learned that. And to bake. I learned to bake.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love baking. Baking is good for the soul.
Yeah, and I love it. I love to eat, so I love cooking and all that.
I hear you. Me too. That's my problem. I love eating too much.
No, it's not a problem. I love it.
Good.
Another question. Which ones do you consider your winnings on this 2020?
What did I consider as my winnings?
Yeah.
My winnings. Being able to let go of some things a little bit easier and understanding, learning to pick and choose my battles, so to speak, and just becoming grateful for everything, and for my health, and for having opportunities still in these wild times and stuff like that, I'd say.
And which ones are your 2021 goals?
My 2021 goals, just to make it through 2020 in reality. Yeah. No, I just wish health upon everybody. I hope everybody stays safe and yet, can still live their life to the best they can. I feel bad for a lot of people right now between, business being out and God forbid anybody who had losses in their family who can't be with their family at times like this. So, I pray for patience, and I pray for, just faith in ourselves again to get through this and be safe and healthy. And
yeah, I think health is the more important Same.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for chatting with me, Ashley.
So, Robert, a few of my questions. When you're on set and you have a 5-minute break, what is your normal go-to routine, or what's something you like to do in those quick moments you have a minute?
Well, if I'm filming and we break for a few, I'll usually run out. I'll grab some water, or yeah, that's usually what I'll do, just to keep myself hydrated and alert. And if it's too early in the morning, maybe take a few more sips of my coffee. But 5 minutes goes quick, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. So on a perfect Sunday afternoon, what would you find yourself doing?
Sitting right downstairs on my couch watching the Patriots while they're winning. That would be a perfect Sunday afternoon, which I've gotten the luxury of having a lot of those, but this year's a little different and it's in the whole 2020 fashion. My Patriots aren't doing that well, and that owned a big part of my Sunday for a while here. So yeah, I'm a simple man. I enjoy, cold beer, pizza, and the Pats.
Can't complain with that answer.
What would you do?
Honestly, my perfect Sunday afternoon, probably taking my dogs for a walk, hitting up a brewery, just hanging out with family and friends. I'm also just kind of like the simple life. Nothing too crazy.
I like it. I like it. Cheers to that.
For sure. If you could only choose one song to play every time you walk into a room, what would it be? And if you have a why, you could explain that.
Oh my God. Like theme music? If I had my own theme music?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh God. I don't know. I could never pick just one. I don't know, man.
Be a playlist.
It would just have to be a mixture of, I'll start with some Frank Sinatra, work our way into some, maybe some Soundgarden, start skipping around a bit, circle back around to some old Notorious B.I.G. and some Nas, some East Coast hip hop, have a nice collaboration. That way it all gets gelled into one.
Yeah, very wide.
I'd find a way to make a mix of all that, make it all tie together.
That would be cool if you could do like a remix of some of those together. It'd be interesting.
Something like that, yeah. Something. Maybe that'll be my next quarantine activity.
Good idea. Become a DJ. If someone was going to make your life into a movie and you couldn't play yourself, who would you choose to play you?
Would I choose to play me right now? Yeah. Jeez, I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. Like younger me, or I don't know. That's a good question.
You could have a couple people, I guess, different generations.
Man, I'd like to go with a mix between like John Bernthal with a few drops of like my man Leo DiCaprio, just because why not? And I don't know who else. It's a hard question. Who would play me? I don't know. I'm not sure who I'd want for a younger actor yet that would do that, but for older actors, I think I would like a combination of some legend actors. I don't know who else. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Let's circle back around. I'll try to think of somebody else too.
Okay, no problem. So it looks like you're pretty active and looking at your socials. And do you have a workout routine during the pandemic since gyms are closed down, or how do you go about that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been a lot more lax recently through quarantine for me, but I've had my saving grace of like my free weights. I've had some dumbbells that have been kicking around for many, many years, and they've been with me through thick and thin, and they've been showing up a lot during quarantine. I'm looking over here because they're right here. Like, yeah. Other than that, trying to do some hikes and still stay, available to go outside and try to work out in fresh air. I've been utilizing my park not too far from me here in LA, and yeah, just trying to get it in where I can. And the one good thing, I've been playing paintball more, which is a big hobby and passion of mine when I was younger, and started playing again. So it's been a really cool workout because over the summertime it's viciously hot. So that helped me keep myself in check.
That's cool. Do you play paintball with like friends then? And do you guys have like a course, or is it just kind of?
Yeah, well, I growing up back east, when I was in outside of Boston, I worked at a paintball field when I was younger, and I reffed the tournaments and then I played in the tournaments. So like those were all my friends from back home. But out here, I've garnished a new community and new friends from the sport out here. But yeah, we met as strangers for the most part on the West Coast. But I've known some people in the industry of the sport and got dialed in with some good people out here. So yeah, I've developed like our own little community.
Very cool. And So I think, you recently traveled to Boston, correct? Was
Yes.
that for business or pleasure?
No, it was for pleasure seeing my family, my friends over Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice to get back. So I'm gearing up, God willing, knock on wood, to skate back out there this coming Christmas, right before Christmas, and try to get out there before coming back to work. But that's provided everything is okay and safe too. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I think we're going to go to fan questions. We have a ton of people really excited to talk to you.
Great.
So,
Awesome.
Diane or Shadow, do you guys want to? Diane?
Sure. First one is Sherry Shaw.
Hi, Rob. So my question is, because you're
How you
on. Hi, I'm doing good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You're on Instagram and whatever all the time with different movies, actors on there and movie scenes. I was just wondering what kind of got you interested in old movies and, movie legends, and kind of like what inspired you in your acting?
Really just what I'm drawn to and what kind of inspires me in one facet or another. And I like certain scenes more so than others, maybe even more so than films in particular. But I've always been really inspired by some certain actors and certain characters really growing up, and way before I even decided to get into acting and whatnot. I've always been inspired by certain characters and stories in general, and kind of the mood that it creates. And I like to kind of share that mood on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Great. I love it.
Great.
Thank you.
Of course. Nice meeting you.
You
How
too.
about Michelle?
I like your sweatshirt too.
Oh, thank you. You see my background, all the Patriots?
I can see.
Banners.
Oh, now I can. Wow, good for you. I love that room. Where are you in Boston?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'll be coming back there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, good.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
That was awesome. How about Michelle next?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. My question is,
Oh, you got somebody next to you. I don't know who it is, but it's kind of creepy.
when you get your scripts, how do you memorize your lines?
My process is usually I'll read through the whole script of my own stuff and kind of know the story, and then I usually will start kind of working on it as soon as I can, but really hammering it the night before. So I'm usually I'll read it through a few times over and over, and then I'll just try to remember the conversation off book until I can get to the studio and get a rehearsal in with whoever I'm working with. It's just been my process forever. It's kind of changed over the years, but I gotta, at least for Days of Our Lives, I have a very clear opinion of Ben and his point of view. So usually I can kind of get through it pretty quickly, and leave myself available to just find more on the day when we're actually shooting it.
Thank you so much. Pam?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. It's great to see you again. I had the opportunity to first meet you in Long Beach many years ago.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And I'm wearing my Christmas necktie in honor of.
Oh, that's sweet. I love it.
My question for you, you were so wonderful with my little doggie, Caramel, who's now in heaven. This is Caramel.
Oh my God, no, I was just gonna say I remember Caramel.
Absolutely. So
R.I.P. Caramel.
Oh, so she's in heaven. But I love when you post pictures of your doggies. I love.
Oh man, you had that ready at the ready.
I did.
That's my little princess. That's Lola.
Lola, I wanted to ask you about Lola. Tell me about Lola, her personality, everything.
Well, she's a toy Pomeranian Chihuahua. She's a little French Mexican mouse, as I like to call it, and she's spunky and got her whole big personality. Sometimes she'll be kind of bitchy, to be honest, but she's very sweet overall. It's okay. She's a little gem. She's a lot of character.
That's great. We'll keep those pictures coming. We love them.
I got you. I'll keep posting for you.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. I hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Stay safe. Stay safe out there. Hopefully. I like your fireplace too. That's a nice, cozy little Christmas vibe you got going.
I know.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
You too.
Hey, Pam. Candace, you wanted to go next?
Yes. Hi, Robert. How are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much, still feeling the hurt about the Patriots.
Oh man, you're not alone. You're not alone. Trust me. Trying to get through it. We were spoiled for a long time.
It's 2020. It's been a crazy year.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna chalk it up to that. I mean,
exactly.
It's
we're just
okay.
putting it all in this. It's all in the same bag. It'll be.
You know what? It never happened. It never happened.
See, exactly. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Me, Tom Brady went where? I don't know. So I have 3 questions for you. My first question is, if you were a writer, what storyline would you create for Ben?
What storyline would I create for him? I mean, I would just work off of where we're at right now. I've really enjoyed what Ron Carlivati and his team have put together for Ben over the past couple of years, and this whole redemption storyline. So, I think to try to find some more color and more nuances in his story would be to kind of dive more into what his background was. So maybe like more about who his mother was and who those where he came from truly, more than this kind of dark, mysterious childhood and upbringing that we all know about him right now. I would look into that while still pursuing himself and coming back to life, so to speak, after losing his wife and being able to stand on his own 2 feet again. I think that'd be a good way of kind of tailoring in some clarity of his past. That way helps him proceed in his future. I think that would be a good route.
I agree. I think we do, as fans, need to know more of a backstory of Ben, because we only know certain parts. And of course, him being a necktie killer and all that stuff. But
exactly. So it's tough. It's tough because we had that to deal with too. So
exactly. So I feel as though we do need a backstory. My second question is, if you can go back about 15 years to young Robert, who was just, watching the Patriots win all the time. What would you tell him? What advice would you tell young Robert right now? Like, what advice that you've learned?
Man, I'm a firm believer in everything happening for a reason, but I definitely have some things I would have done a little bit differently. But like I said, I believe it all fell into place for whatever reason. Maybe I would try to not stress out my mother so much, because I think I got into a little bit of trouble when I was younger and I got it all out of my system. But, just to, I don't know, pick and choose who your friends are, who you surround yourself with. If that's the one thing I've learned over my years now is you are a product of the people in your life and the surroundings around you. And, I probably could have put myself in better situations, but I think I learned from all that. And I really wouldn't change much. I'm really grateful for my life and my journey. And, I know there's no blueprint. And, I think my mom did a good job. My dad and I have a great relationship now. So I'm grateful for what I do have in my life, for sure.
That's a good one. That's a good answer. And my final question is, of course, this year has been crazy, but what is the one thing that you actually are proud of that you actually accomplished?
One thing that I'm proud of that I actually accomplished.
Yeah, because we all have that wish of like, oh, in 2020, I hope or I wish I can do this and I would do this. And now that this year it's almost over and the Patriots still lost. And
I'm trying to.
I'm
trying to think. What did I come out? Oh, I guess I should maybe focus a little bit more on that. Huh? What did I come out with? I don't know. Maybe just a different person. Like I said earlier, like a point of view on certain things, and having a different headspace, or more room for rent, so to speak, in my head with what I'm hanging on to or letting go, and what I'm allowing to consume me. So I think if anything, it's just allowed me to have a different perception of my priorities and what's most important.
Good one. Good answer.
What about you? What do you got?
Man, there was a couple of things, but I think the biggest accomplishment was me and my friend created an audio soap opera.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So what's it called?
It's called Forever in a Day. And
Forever in a Day?
Uh-huh. And
okay.
It's we actually finished season 1 back in September. We're going to have a Christmas episode next Friday. It's on all streaming services. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that was
and it's called Forever in a Day. Where can we find it?
You can find it on JLJ Media, which is James Light Jr. Media.
All right.
And you can check it out on pretty much everything. Like iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify.
Hell yeah. Hey, good for you and your friend. It's to see any project through is hard, and to do that during quarantine, that's huge. That's a big accomplishment.
It was a blessing, but it was a curse at the same time, because again, I mean, I always say this quarantine has really, especially if you're a creative person, this was a outlet for you to create certain things that you normally wouldn't do. And it was a curse because if you're a filmmaker or a television producer or anything, you couldn't really do that because everything was shut down.
Exactly.
So we basically decided to do an audio, soap opera going through Zoom and just blending our voices together.
Awesome.
So
that's awesome.
So yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'll send you the link.
Send it, girl.
All right.
I love it. Good for you. Hey, congrats on that. That's huge. That's a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Put in the
Sure.
chat. In the chat box.
I will.
Cool.
Okay.
Marissa, you want to go next?
Hi, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Just want to say thank you for doing this before I ask my question.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
You're always
It was
talking about how
nice to get the
grateful-
invite.
You're always talking about how grateful you are, but we are so grateful and appreciative of you. So I just wanted to say thank you for doing this.
Oh my God, my pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. So my question is,
Okay.
you impact us every day in every scene you do, whether it be, comedic or emotional or whatever it may be. What I want to know is if you could pick one scene from any actor anywhere that impacted you, which one would you pick?
Oh my God. Again, I mean, so many come to mind. I mean, I think it's just case by case. I don't know what would be the most impactful. I don't know. I think what ones stood out to me when I was, very young, before I even recognized what I was going to be doing or wanted to do, were just some performances by young Leo. You name it with those. And it was like, wow, what a powerful thing to be able to move all these people in this theater, and you see everybody crying or laughing, and just like the pocket they have everybody in. So I think that was kind of the start of it. But, my taste of movies growing up were all over the place. But I was always a big Quentin Tarantino fan before I even recognized what his taste was. Awesome. But I watched Reservoir Dogs a million times. So not to make it be like a really violent pick, but I don't know. There were just certain scenes that really stuck out to me forever. Michael Madsen playing in Reservoir Dogs, singing to his prisoner tied up, all the vicious stuff, all of that stuff. But I don't know. I couldn't just pick one. It'd have to be a culmination of a lot of them.
Awesome.
Yeah. If any more come to my head, though, I'll just shout them out.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thank you. That's a good question, though.
Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Of course.
We also have Christy.
Yes. Hi, Rob. It's really nice to meet you. I'm Christy at Liaison Radio.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Good. So my question was, if you could star in any movie, past or present, what would it be and why?
What would it be and why? I've always there's been a few different projects I definitely want to do. I would like to do kind of like another version of an Alpha Dog, which is that film with Justin Timberlake quite a few years back now. But kind of a story similar to that, or really any type of like David Fincher film would be really great too. Anything like in the vein of a Social Network, or just any of his projects would be actually great. I don't know, man. What would be my number one? It's hard to pick. There's so many. I would love to try my hand and do my own Wolf of Wall Street. I would love to do something like that, something in the finance world, a little suit and tie, something white collar, really big energy, stuff like that. I think that would be really fun. Mentally, physically, it would be a blast to play into something like that, because it's much opposite than what I do on my daily, which is pretty dramatic. So, yeah, I try to do something a little different than what I do on my normal days in the office.
Right. Maybe something where you don't have to memorize like 60 pages a day.
Yeah, well, you know, honestly, I found a lot of joy in having the pressure of having to remember all the words and stuff. But, you know, the key is to just make sure it's not just about, you know, the words. That's kind of step one of this whole game, is remembering the words, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it would be nice not to remember 60 and have just like a full day to do a couple scenes. That'd be cool. But
yeah,
I'm sure we'll get there.
you and all the soap actors work so hard. So I have so much respect for you and everyone
thank you.
who does
Yeah,
that. I don't know how
I'm grateful
I
to
would
be
do
in
it.
the community. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm grateful to be in the community. You know, we work with some of the hardest working people in the town, and especially right now, I'm so grateful for us, you know, having the ability to be working and to be filming is it's a blessing. It's always been, but during this year, it's really, really a blessing. So even figuring out all the changes going on, it's still worth it. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
We have two left. We have Aaron. He's going next.
Aaron, where you at, Aaron?
Aaron.
Did we lose you?
I think she's right here. I see Erin. Erin Grace. She's right there.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Aaron?
Hi.
we found you. We lost you for a second.
No, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh man, it's all right. You showed up in that Bruins jacket, so we're gonna let it slide.
That's right, I did. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So what do you like to do when you come home?
What do I like to do when I come home? I like
When you
to,
come to Boston.
yeah. I like to, I kind of like to just run around the city, besides obviously seeing my mom and some of my friends and family. My own personal thing, I like to just kind of just run around the city, Back Bay and Seaport District, and kind of check out the city and reacquaint myself with my old hometown, and just taking the seasons there. You know, I missed it. And included with that comes all the Italian food I can possibly muster up in my life. Pizza, pastas, every day. Yep. That's probably my favorite, and my seafood fix.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Where do you like it more? Do you like it there?
Excuse me?
Where do you like it more, do you say? Like where you are now, or?
Well, you know, I like, you know, the LA's been really good to me, and I you know, I think I'll always have some type of a foot planted here. And, you know, this is where I can do what I love. And I think my opportunities to do what I love in Boston are a fraction of the opportunity. With that being said, you know, I've always wanted to have, you know, a little space set up back home, truly, besides like my family's. I'd like to be bi-coastal, either Boston or New York.
Right.
But it's a better living. Maybe not necessarily in this exact moment in 2020, but overall, LA's been really good to me, and I've really enjoyed living, you know, in California and the West Coast. But in my heart and in my like roots, I'm very much so an East Coast guy.
Okay. And do you think that you want to like keep doing what you're doing right now? Like,
Well, I want
you
to keep
keep acting. You want to keep.
Yeah,
doing
for sure. I mean, that's my passion. That's my love. That's where I feel, you know, most alive, is when I'm able to create and, you know, be able to do what I love. And the fact that we get to be paid for it is pretty amazing. So I'm super grateful. And I, you know, with that being said too, I know how fast things can change. So I'm trying to just enjoy the ride and, you know, just be grateful along the way. But I have no plans of stopping acting at all.
Good. Well, I enjoy watching you every single day. I
Thank you.
DVR you every day. So at night I get to sit there, and that's my fix.
Oh,
And
you are
it's
the
just
absolute
amazing.
best. Thank you.
You're awesome. Like I love it, love it, love it. And please don't stop.
I will
amazing.
not. I will not, just because you told me to. I
Okay.
appreciate you.
Awesome. Awesome. Because I have
Thank
a
you.
12-year-old, and it's like, it's my end of the day, you know, like sitting down and getting to put you on. It's amazing.
I'm glad I could be there. I appreciate you.
Good job. I'm I'm there every night.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Aaron. Okay, how about Jen?
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Jen?
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. Just hanging. You know, it's Friday night.
What's that?
I said I'm just hanging. You know, it's Friday night.
Right. Well, I always want to thank you for how much time you give to your fans doing these kind of things. I think this is either the third or fourth Zoom I've been on that you've been
Listen,
part of.
I enjoy it.
I always want to. I appreciate how appreciative you are of all of your fans and how much passion you put into everything that you do. Love watching you. I'm a Scorpio as well, so I was just wondering what you did for your birthday, and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. It was pretty low key. You know, I actually worked on my birthday, and that's probably one of my favorite places to be. So overall, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, went for my birthday. Went out with my girlfriend for a dinner when we were able to go out. So that was nice. And then Lamone and I went to the gun range, and we were shooting some guns. So it was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, I think I saw. Yeah, I saw that online.
Did you see that? Yeah, Lamone, that's my guy. We're gonna be training. We're gonna make a new Bad Boys movie.
Put that in the storyline. Yeah, you could be his partner now. You know, Lonnie's gonna be having the baby, so.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. It might happen.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. You know, you could either that or become like an inspector and try to figure out what happened to Sierra, whether she is alive, that kind of thing. That would be a good story.
I think that's gonna be happening anyway. Whether Ben's got a badge or not, he's gonna put that shit on his back and he's gonna figure it out.
That would be good. And we're missing you. You have been on
Detective Weston.
Twice in 2 weeks.
What's that?
We've been missing you. You've been on like twice in 2 weeks.
I know. You know, they're figuring things out story-wise, and they got to balance everything out. But I promise you, I'm working a lot recently, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, and something good. I'm beyond excited for that I've never, ever done. And really? Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. We just filmed something really wild this week that I was really nervous, but really excited to do. And it was pretty much, I don't know if it's ever been done on days. So
really
got some good stuff coming.
Oh, all right. That's a nice little spoiler tidbit.
Nice.
Yeah, I promise. Promise.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Likewise. Thank you.
And I lied. We have one more. Linda, I hadn't seen her question. So Linda's
no worries.
Final question.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Linda?
Okay. Ever been to Cincinnati?
I've never been to Cincinnati. You flying me out?
Sure.
When are we going?
Come tomorrow if you want.
All right, I'll bring my mask. You got yours? We gotta go 6 feet.
I got several.
All right, deal.
So, anywho, my question to you is, where are you?
Where am I? I'm up in my loft.
There you are.
I'm in my loft in my apartment. Yeah, I'm over here by my window.
That's
hanging out.
Nice. Anywho, the scene that at the church when you and Sierra got married.
Yes.
Before the bomb went off. That was beautiful, of course. But anyway, when you were walking out the door and the bomb went off and they flew you out the door.
Yes.
Basically, were you doing that scene or was somebody else or how did they do that?
I did my own for the first bit until there was one part where they pulled me out and they put in my stunt double. He did the dirtier work. So God bless him, man. Thank God for him. But I definitely do as much as I can on my own. You know, I didn't think it was going to be that crazy, but yeah, we did it a few times and we got pretty dirty. It was pretty epic. That was a really amazing day and an awesome wedding. And, you know, both sides of it, from obviously the really romantic and, you know, this pinnacle of their story and then immediately come crashing down from that high into this awful situation, you know, so it makes for some good soapy drama. You know?
Yeah,
and,
I can't wait to see what's coming up with you and Sierra and the whole gang there.
For sure. We do have some good stuff coming. I'm very excited.
There's another one too with Trip and Allie, and I want to see how that one plays out too.
Oh yeah, they're great. We got a bunch of good talent, and you know, our younger cast, our veteran cast. I'm really excited for us all to still be plugging along through COVID and putting up good work.
Yeah, I'm like the other gal. I tape you and then I watch it. I watched it at 4 our time.
Oh,
But
nice. Well,
I
thank
usually,
you.
I usually watch it about midnight or 1 o'clock.
Ooh, you got the night shift.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. I
love it.
Thank you.
It relaxes me, and I can go to sleep right after that. You do a fantastic job.
Perfect.
People,
Thank you.
Where I live in a senior housing building, and there's several people that watch Days, and I told them about the Fireside Chat, and they says, "Is he married?"
No, I'm not married. I do have a girlfriend, but I'm not officially married. But tell them I said hello for sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
Giving the seniors hope. That is awesome of you. I'm going to toss, thank you all of you so much. I'm going to toss it to Hope, our editor-in-chief. She's going to take over.
So let's talk a little bit about Ben.
Sure.
And I mean, you started on the show, mild-mannered good guy. Suddenly he's a serial killer. When you came back, did you ever expect for him to become the popular leading man in a great romance after he was the necktie killer?
I mean, no, in you know, boil it all down. No, I did not expect that, but I definitely I loved Ben, and I knew what was available and what the opportunity was. But I just focused on each day, one scene at a time, one script at a time, and you know, try to juice it for all it's worth and try to make the most out of it. And the fact that it just got catapulted like that was incredible, because, you know, I had a lot of support and a lot of love from just coming back on after my first run, and you know, coming back in, throwing gas on the fire, so to speak. That's kind of how I've always thought of it. But until they wrote him in a different light and gave him the opportunity to show more layers of himself and start peeling back, that changed everything, because we got to find his humanity again. And I think that was, like, without a doubt, the most important piece we needed. And Sierra being there for him just made it amazing. You know, everybody needs love, and that was the perfect way to help this road to redemption happen. And yeah, super grateful, man. Super grateful.
Do you see him having another leading lady, or is it forever Sierra, since she might?
Man, I mean, for me, I think it's not going to be something they're going to be pushing very hard in a romantic way, because he's, you know, the splash they made, the blessing and the curse with that is, you can't just jump on from that. You know, we got put on this pedestal of super couple like week 2 or week 1. It was insane. So, like, it's just a blessing and a curse. You know, I don't think he's going to be moving on, like, romantically. I think Sierra is very much going to be a part of his story for who knows how long, probably the rest of his life. For sure, it'll be a part of his story for the rest of his life. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, I think he's got to find his own balance again on his own, as I was saying before, and be able to live life and function on his own without his wife on his side. And I think that journey of finding himself and making himself whole again is going to be, you know, a love story in itself. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens after that.
That's awesome.
How has life on the set been? A little bit different? Well, obviously it's a little bit different since coming back from hiatus after the first COVID quarantine. Yeah,
I mean, to break it down, I mean, our process of just entering the building has become, you know, tight. You know, we get our testing in the morning, we go back to our cars. So just the fact of entering the building is a process, you know, but it's good. They're doing everything they can to keep us safe and keep us running. And I'm honored and grateful to be a part of that whole process, because it's hard right now, and they're keeping us afloat. Within the walls wise, I mean, it makes it a lot more impersonal, to be honest. We can't be, you know, when we don't see our coworkers forever and you want to give them a hug or something, you can't hug. It's very, like, you know, socially distanced, and, you know, we're doing our best to keep that afloat. Masks on all the time, other than being in our own, you know, dressing rooms. Masks don't come off until we step onto the actual set and we cross that, you know, fourth wall, so to speak. What else? The blocking, how we set up our actual shoot days is a little bit different now. We got our blocking really on the fly. Like, as soon as we we go up to do a regular rehearsal. We get our blocking real briefly right before. So it's just been a new process of what our day to day is, but everybody's already adapted. We all understand it. They have such a good, group of, actors and crew to make this happen that, we found ourselves in this new norm, fairly quickly. We're still working on things out, and, we're trying to be really tight on things, but, we're making it happen. We're making it happen.
Everybody is. That's it's a whole new world out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Were we gonna throw it to the cart?
Actually, I have a couple of questions.
Oh, great.
I wanted to ask. You were a model on The Price is Right. Can you enlighten us on how did you go from being a model to being a soap star? And I guess it's a twofold question. Where do you see yourself, next? Are you looking into movies or directing or writing?
All of that in a nutshell. But first part of the question, I guess, I won this search and this casting for the first male model of The Price is Right. And, I didn't have it in my vision board at all. I didn't grow up wanting to be a Price is Right model, but as it came closer and closer to that moment of kind of winning, or at least being to the top tier of the picks, I'm just naturally competitive. So then I wanted to win. And by the grace of God, America voted. And somehow my ass ended up selling jet skis shirtless on The Price is Right with my man, Drew Carey. And the rest is history. It was really fun. I wouldn't change anything. And I'm super grateful to them. It was, all part of my journey, so to speak. And I think that in itself was my introduction to daytime. And fairly short after, I got a audition for All My Children, shooting in New York, actually shooting in Stamford, Connecticut. But they're hiring a lot of, New York locals and whatnot. And I have some friends / family that are in New York. So, everything fell into place there. I auditioned and got All My Children, which we, did our whole thing online at Hulu when they first brought it back. Started to catch a little fire there, and then out of our control, got shut down with One Life to Live. So when both got shelved, kind of went back to the grind and was doing a couple, I was on this diet of co-stars and guest star roles and, whatever I could get. And then I ended up getting the offer for Days not too far after. And now we're here.
I want to say congratulations because you are competitive, and in your own way, you won, our, Soap Pup Award.
I wish I brought it home. I meant to bring it home, but I didn't work today. Yesterday was my last day. I wanted to bring it and thank you guys, and I'm going to take a picture or do something special with it because that was a pretty badass award, and I appreciate it.
Thanks. Well, speaking of awards, Ashley, I think I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to you, and with Rob's help, I think we have some awards to give away.
Oh yeah.
So about a little bit ago, I messaged you on your Zoom chat, Rob, and I sent you 4 names. I don't know if you can check that. And we were hoping if you could one by one just announce those. The 4 names you call are going to be our winners of our $50 Amazon gift cards. So I'll give you a minute to find that and let me know if you need me to resend.
I think I got it.
Okay.
All right, I got you. Do I just start saying them?
Let's just do one at a time, yeah, and then we can.
Gotcha. All right, first up we have Sandy Alexander.
Yay, Sandy!
And if you guys could all message Shadow your email so we can get you those gift cards too.
Oh, nice. Congrats. What are we getting? We got gift cards?
Yep, $50 to Amazon.
Oh, let's go. Christmas is here.
Awesome. Okay, you can go a second.
Next up, Candace Mack.
Woohoo, Candace.
Thank you.
Candace Mack. Tell me when. I'm just waiting on you to tell me when the next one is.
Go for it.
Norky One. It's a good name. Norky One.
Where are you, Norky? Or
Norky.
I'm asking Norky to unmute. It's Norky 1. maybe Norky can't.
I don't know if I can. I can't see you guys. Can you guys see me? I'm just reading off this chat.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
All right,
okay,
cool.
It looks like Norky cannot answer right now, maybe, but.
Well, Norky, you got yourself a gift card. And last but not least, Marissa. Hey.
You're my good luck charm. I don't ever win anything.
Hey, you're cleaning up now. You're cleaning up.
You're the best. Thank you.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're winning. Friday night.
Thank you for doing that, Robert. And yeah, you can message Shadow in the Zoom chat privately. Sorry if I didn't specify on that.
Oh,
or you can message Diane.
Who am I messaging?
Oh, sorry, Rob. The winners can message Shadow.
But you can,
Oh, sorry.
you
I was
can
like,
message
hang
me
on.
too, Rob, if you want to. But it's for the winners.
Okay, I'll send you one. I'll slide in. Why not?
Well, thank you so much for being here and giving us
pleasure.
your time. And again, congratulations on your Soap Hub Award. And
Thank you, guys. That was my favorite award I've ever gotten, low key. It was a pretty badass award. So thank you.
great.